So we were discussing about expert system. Let me revise the definition. Expert system, it attempts to mimic human knowledge and experience. It uses a combination and inference to solve problems or answer questions in a similar way to human expert. Umar, have you ever noticed what happens when you use different types of let me say you are using your mobile and your mobile, it starts giving you like the options like tagging your friends, they look similar. Have you ever noticed this thing?
Yeah,
So what exactly is behind this concept that is, the deep face and Google using a very intelligent AI. So it all was behind the scene. AI is working, right? Including all the components, machine learning and all that, right? So expert system that is also capable of, identify, identifying animals, plants, etc. Umar, how does this thing happen? Can you please tell me? How does the expert system identify what are these animals? How does it know about the elephant, lion, lioness, and all that?
it sees similar images.
Similar images, identifying images, and then joining all of them, recognizing patterns, then it can identify that this one is lion and this one is leopard, black panther, etc., etc., right? So it not only works on the the text, it also works on the images, and not only human being, but the all the concept that is on the books, right? So expert system, it can also diagnosis what? Diagnosis medical problem, medical problem. Then expert system can also guide you in what? Financial matters. Guide, where is the cursor? Guide you in financial matters. For example, tax, and it can yes, it can also helpful in uh diagnosing a fault in electronic equipments, right?
Yeah.
So expert system helps you out in different things. Okay, now can you please tell me what does it really mean if when we use this inference? What does it mean? You
Means
wrote out this definition. Inference
you infer something.
yes, technically talking about the AI system and all these expert system, we meant okay, it's a process, actually a trained model that uses knowledge to make predictions. You want to write it? Write it down.
Yeah.
Inference it's a kind of, let me say, it's a process. Uh, Let me write it for you. Inference means, because this is a technical term used in AI and expert system, that's why I'm telling you. INFPRE, inference. It's a process where a trained model uses knowledge to make predictions or decisions. And sometimes on unseen data. Or clear?
Yes.
Shall we move?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now we need to discuss about the advantages. Expert system have some advantages. Advantages of expert system. Expert system advantages. Number one, uh, high level of accuracy. Depends, yes, on the background. If it has the resources, having a 100% accurate knowledge or correct information, right?
Yeah.
And expert system advantages, इसका क्या हो सकता है? That can give you faster response times than human experts. Human experts. This is the another knowledge advantage of expert system. It and it can store, definitely it can store a huge amount of data, large amount of let me say facts and data. That is facts and data. That is an appropriate word for this. And expert system और क्या हो सकता है? Unbiased reporting. Unbiased reporting means if a patient is asking something about its disease, so if the user gives him some like the symptoms of cancer, then bluntly it's a machine, so it can give the patient that you have this kind of disease and you are going to die. Please pray for all the time, right?
Yes.
It's time to die. Clear, Umar?
Yeah.
So now, on the other hand, where there are advantages, we have disadvantages as well. So let's write down some disadvantages. Disadvantages. Responses as I said, responses क्या लिखना चाहिए हमें? responses can be code. Is that right statement, Umar? Responses can be code
Yeah.
and lack of human emotions, right?
Yeah.
Emotions, because it's a machine, and sometimes because it's a machine, so sometimes it can lead to poor decisions on the basis of the questions, of course, and the background data, right? And और क्या हो सकता है? Expert system can only be good, okay, only as good as the data entered into the system. Entered into the system. Definitely, जब तक आप डेटा नहीं डालोगे, it won't be a good thing, right? So, okay. Umar, clear?
Yes.
Okay, now, are you writing? Are you done with it?
Yeah.
Shall we proceed? Okay, now let's talk about the expert system parts, or let me say, what makes up an expert system? What makes uh, makes up an expert system? Okay, expert systems are made up of a number of different components made up of, ये कंप्लीट सेंटेंस आप खुद लिखा करें, ठीक है ना? जस्ट टू सेव द टाइम मैं इसलिए ऐसे लिख देता हूँ, एक्सपर्ट सिस्टम दैट आर made up of a number of different components uh, mainly there are four that we'll discuss, that we need to know. This one, who is this man? It's a user. He's very happy because he is using expert system, right? So user, and then it's a interface, user interface. Interface mean where you can see the pop-ups, prompts, messages on the screen. Then another component we have, that is inference engine, just like search engine, inference engine. And then we have rules. इसको हम कहते हैं एक्सपर्ट सिस्टम। And where we go, the last one, that is knowledge base. Umar, when you learn these things for the very first time, it seems quite boring. All these things. What is this thing? Inference engine क्या होता है? What are these rules? And what is this knowledge base? So when you go through like a couple of times, then you come to know कि expert system. This is how it works. And what is the purpose of the user interface, how does the interface engine works, and how does these rules, what are these rules, and knowledge base kya hota hai, how the information derived extracted from the its databases by following the different rules, right? So shuru mein it seems boring, lekin at one point you start liking the concept, right? So let me tell you user interface, right? This is user interface. Can you hear me, Umar? Are you online?
Yeah. Yeah.
User interface. Do you want a cup of tea?
Hmm?
You like to have a cup
What
of
did you
tea?
say? No, I'm okay.
Okay. User interface. This is the interface through which a user can, a user can interact, interact with the expert system. Interact means there will be some prompts, and there will be definitely some dialog boxes that we normally see in or different ATM machines and on computers. Dialog boxes in a series of yes, no question based on responses to previous questions. On responses to previous questions. Previous questions. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? It means you can see a machine, an interface. You start interacting with the expert system. Then you can see different types of dialog boxes, prompts, and the series of questions. A user can give input, and in response to that expert system, it works and that gives you a question, and he can ask you yes or no. For example, he can ask you, do you want this? If you know, then it can give a different series of questions, right? If you select yes, then it start asking you different series of questions, right? Umar, clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then knowledge base, where is the knowledge base? Here you go. Knowledge base. This is important, by the way. Everything is important. The system is set up with a repository. You know what is repository?
Yeah.
Repository of facts. We use these term in databases as well, right? Database is just like a repository which can hold the information data, right? So knowledge base means when you set up a system, that system is initially set up that stores facts. It stores to, it stores, or I shall write, it attempts to store all the knowledge about a specific, about a specific area of expertise, right?
Yes.
Area of expertise, which can be obtained, which can be obtained from a variety of resources, from a variety of resources. For example, in knowledge base, it can store collection of, it can store, it can collect or collection of whatever source you, आप कुछ भी लिख लें, collection of objects and their attributes. Am I clear? So
Yes.
knowledge base, when you set up, it starts storing the facts and the knowledge and the specifically about the different types of objects and their attributes. So all this is done and stored in the knowledge base, right? Definitely on the background, it has resources as well, right?
Yes.
Umar, Umar, any question?
No.
Good. Rule
Shall,
base. Yes.
can we finish for today?
Oh my God, the boy is tired. Just okay, okay. So we'll
Actually,
start rule base. Umar, I'll take your class tomorrow, inshallah. Right? So I wanted to finish this chapter. It's hardly take like 25 to 30 minutes. So we'll have a short class tomorrow. Then we'll do some past paper questions so that you have an idea of question, what type of question comes in the exams, right?
okay.
Okay. Do not give me some excuses because I want to finish it, right? Do you have any plan for tomorrow?
Uh, no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
And,
actually, right now my book finished.
okay. Your copy.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem, no problem. Okay, at the same time, or you want me to take like a bit earlier?
Yeah. Same time is okay.
Okay. Then you need to finish your all jobs, right? All commitments,
Yeah.
I should say. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See you tomorrow, inshallah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.